Well, hello folks, and now welcome to the Pirate Round. Now, I be Captain Scartibus, this be the Scarlet Raven, and this be our friend Captain Turner, who sailed up from the South Seas here to come visit us here at the Pirate Round aboard our good ship, the Carrion Crow. Now, what's really interesting is when you go gallivanting across the ocean, you come across many unusual things that you found.
Like a blunder monkey.
Like a blunder monkey.
Have you found it yet?
Have you found the blunder monkey yet? And if you have, well then, what would they get if they get the blunder monkey?
So, I want to show you this. Now, this is a prototype. It will probably change. It will most likely change. This is the front of the shirt. This be the Pirate Round map. If you be watching the videos, it's be drawn by myself.
That's true. She's done quite good as a map maker.
And then we have the back of the shirt.
Look at that. There's our colours.
I want to point out that Captain Turner actually did this for us.
He did. Very talented he is.
It says the Pirate Round in our nice piratey font with our ship, the Scarlet Raven.
Yar.
The Scarlet Raven. The Carrion Crow.
The Carrion Crow would be the Scarlet Raven there.
Then we have below here, it says, the only life that matters. Now, if you'd watched some of our other episodes, you might know what that means. And then we have just a few of the names of the pirates who sailed the round. William Kidd, Thomas Tew, Henry Avery, Adam Baldridge, who actually wasn't so much of a pirate, but he actually set up the post and the fort in Madagascar. And then Oliver Le Buzzard.
Known as the Buzzard.
Not a very nice name. And Dirk Shivers. Now, there were many others, but that'd be just the name. Once again,
there'd be our shirt.
Hold it up here. I'll be hiding my face.
Of course, it'd be black as typical, the black shirt.
Right. Now, like I said, this be a prototype. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this logo on the front with the only the Pirate Round and the only life that matters. We'll have the big map on the back with the names.
Yar.
So you find the blunder monkey, be the first one to find the blunder monkey, and you be pointing us out where the blunder monkey be. You be getting one of these fine shirts once we have the total of them in.
There you go. And now, as we do every time when we start the Pirate Round, we like to give a toast to our friends. You be very important to us here at the Pirate Round. We like our friends on our crew. And we want to say to you, support us. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Stab that
like button and that subscribe button on the YouTube's channels
and keep recruiting. To those who have done a fine job in recruiting Mr. Pugh up in the Idaho.
That's true.
I'm not the hoe.
No. And I say this to all your little pirates out there, especially Pirate Zoe. I say hello to you, Pirate Zoe. Yar har. And to our friends who are here, to those who are not here, and to those we wish were here.
And friends we've yet to meet.
And friends we've yet to meet. We say Yar har on the Pirate Round. Yar har.
And a quick little blurb.
Dry as the Pope's sense of humour.
A quick little shout out blurb. The captain and I be planning on going to the Northwest Pirate Festival in Lacey, Washington, July 13th and 14th. Be looking for us. We needed a vacation from where we go. We've been wanting to seek out that area. So look for us. You'll probably be finding the flag, and you'll be finding us in an unofficial way. We'll be wandering about.
True.
And if you want to talk pirates, we'll be more than happy to talk pirates. To the wee ones, to the big ones, to anybody in between.
That's true. Now, Captain Turner has been voyaging down south through his various adventures and plunder, and he's brought us something special now. What is it?
This be a fine rum that they be brewing on an island known as the Island of Bones. When adventurers first came to the Americas, they found this island at the very end of the Florida Keys, which is a string of islands that comes down from Florida. And when they found this island, they found it was riddled with bones. And so they thought that it was inhabited entirely by bones. So they called it Cayo Hueso, which means the Island of Bones. And Cayo Hueso, that's Spanish for the Island of Bones. And over time, as they started talking about going to Cayo Hueso, it was the southernmost island that had fresh water on it. So if you were to go to the Caribbean and come back to old England here, or to Spain, or anywhere in the old world, and wanted to come back through to the Caribbean here,
back through this way that we see,
you would have to get fresh water stores somewhere, and very often the Isle of Bones would be the place to go. So they would be talking about Cayo Hueso.
True.
And Cayo Hueso got shortened and anglicized. That's a word for meaning it kind of turned into an English word called Key West.
Oh.
And that's what we know it more as today's Key West. And this be a rum that they brew in Key West.
Look
Cayo
at
Hueso.
that.
Cayo Hueso.
Look at that. It looks like it's in a sort of a crockery.
I like the skull and bones.
Hey,
Aye,
skull and bones
skull and
on
bones in
the
there.
very top there.
Oh, look at that skull and bones. Oh, that's the flag itself, the Jolly Roger.
Aye, because there's quite a bit of pirate history in Key West.
Darby.
So when I go down there, I like to explore and take on the various museums that they have down there and explore the Key West Legal Rum Company. And that's the rum company that brews this rum. Now, it was very illegal to brew rum of any sort in Key West for a very long time. During Prohibition, they stopped all rum brewing, and it wasn't allowed until very recently. And so this is Key West Legal Rum. It'd be the first legal rum distillery in Key West for approximately, well, almost 100 years. But
That'd be a long time without a drink.
it'd be a long time to be dry. Aye, for an island that's not dry.
That's true.
So this particular rum is a rum that they make. They call it bad bitch, which be a word that we don't like to use in polite company.
We little pirates don't be using that
Aye.
word.
Don't be using that title, little pirates.
You'll be getting yourself smacked or sent
your ears
to
boxed.
your
you'd be
cabin.
getting your twisted about it. But
But
bad
it'd be named
bitch, you see,
after a real person who was also known as the Spanish Marie. And the
Oh.
reason why she had that name was because she was pretty bad, and she murdered her husband, and she murdered a lot of people. But she was what we call a rum runner, which is sort of a more modern day pirate. During the Prohibition, when rum was illegal to make in the United States, people would run rum from the Caribbean island to the United States. And Spanish Marie was one of the most infamous rum runners in the Florida Keys.
Darn.
And she would use whatever containers she could use to contain the rum, which very often was containers that were used for wine. So she would use wooden wine casks to transport the rum. And in so doing, the casks would impart a certain flavor of wine to the rum.
Oh, I can
So
see that.
This particular rum is named after her because they brew it in wine casks. So even though it'd be a rum, it'd be a slightly different flavored rum. It gives
That's
it
great.
Complexity.
I think we
that's
ought to be trying it.
Right.
I think we should crack it open there.
Sounds good. It's got the wax
Yeah.
seal on it.
I like that
Oh, look
wax.
at that.
That's
Ooh.
pretty nice.
We'll just break that seal off.
Oh, break it off. Oh,
There.
there you go. Oh, comes
There's
off
nice
with a cork. Look at
Nice.
that.
Nice corky cork.
That is. That's a real cork.
You got to appreciate a rum that's got a cork.
Oh, yes, it's true. Now, we've got wine in a cask, too. And Bill G, of course, gourds it. But there was never any wine in that there cask. I'm not sure what was in there. I think perhaps whale oil. But Bill G won't admit it. And we do have rum in there, but it'd not be the finest rum in
It'd
town.
be
I'll
Calypso
let you
rum.
be pouring your own portion.
I'll pour my own portion here and see. Oh, look at that. It's got a good colour.
It's
Very
got
light.
a lighter
Oh,
color
It's very light. Look
Nice.
at that.
compared to the
Blonde
last
colour.
rum.
Yeah, it does. It's
Blonde.
very light.
And it's got a really mellow smell. You don't have a very strong, over the top smell like you have on some rums.
Well, that's an interesting smell.
Bit of banana.
Yes, there's...
Very ripe banana.
Yeah.
It's not as banana smelling as say the bamboo.
No.
But it does have that smell. A little bit of the wood cask in there, but not over the top.
And it doesn't smell like wine exactly.
No, there's something else in there. Oh, well, yarhar.
Yarhar?
Yarhar.
It'd be a bit salty.
They do, but that's mellow.
It's got a slight, just a very, very slight burn on the tip
very
of the
slight
tongue.
burn, but boy, that's mellow.
But only because maybe I was pushing it around on my tongue to
It's
try to
very
get more of the flavors.
smooth.
Now this particular batch was being brewed when they were hit by the hurricane this last summer.
Oh,
And they had to abandon the distillery.
right.
And so they left it there longer than they intended, and the distillery flooded with salt water.
Oh.
Now, the casks being made of wood, they soaked up some of the salty sea.
Sure.
And so that'd be some of the salt that you'd be tasting.
You can
some of the
definitely be
salty
tasting the
sea.
salt.
Yeah, I tasted a bit there, but boy, there's something on the tail end of that I just cannot identify. What is that?
That may be the the wine cask.
It may be.
I think it is. I think it takes a little bit of.
You know,
I don't know what kind of a cask it might be. If it's definitely a dry,
Yeah, it was dry.
possibly a red wine.
Yeah, maybe so.
How can you be reading that by? I didn't bring me spectacles
Well, let's take a
to
look.
see what the alcohol percentage is.
Let's take a look. Whoa, look
Yeah,
out,
so
first mate.
I
Ain't got nothing to say now, do ya?
not flapping your jaw anymore, are you?
No. About damn time, too. Let's see here. Marie Waite,
Mary Waite was her name.
known as the Spanish Marie. She set up shop in Havana, where she ruthlessly ruled a little rum-running empire. It's said she attracted a stable of men, just like the Scarlet Raven over there. But alas, not all survived her bedroom charms, just like the Scarlet Raven over there.
What? What do you mean?
And her lovers in as few as 3 months, just like the Scarlet Raven over
Now
there.
you be alive still.
She would encase she would encase them in concrete and have them dropped into the salty brine in the Florida Straits between Havana and Key West. Holy smokes!
Don't you be saying I'd be dropping anybody in concrete off the ship.
Woo!
Like
Dead men tell no tales. It's true. Boy, that's a story. Oh, let's see what
that'd be a Hollywood movie in its own.
Spanish Marie. It's called Bad Bitch. Trying to read the alcohol content in here.
I did not see.
Product of Key West Rum Company.
It must be on there somewhere.
Yeah, it must be, but I don't see it anywhere.
It might be on the other little slides.
Oh, here you go. It be. Oh, that's why it's so mellow. It be
37%.
It be 80 proof.
80 proof.
Mm-hmm. Yar.
80 proof.
Yar.
It'd be very smooth.
So it's 40%, but that's a good cool.
It's a cool rum.
Bad Bitch. Key West's first legal rum distillery. And I noticed there it's got the XX on the side to prove it as being XX. That's a cool bottle.
It is. This is a
fine
treasure in its
bottle.
own to have.
Very
Look,
often
the
they
collector.
would use crock bottles like that because glass
Yeah.
would be
Boy,
as
it
easily
would.
available.
It is an interesting rum. I like that.
Boy, I like that rum. So it's not easy to find, I would say.
No.
You've got to find it upon choice ships there upon the
I don't believe that they ship this, so if you want to get yourself some, you'd have to go down to
Or have a friend.
Cayo Hueso. Or
have a friend who,
Cayo Hueso.
wink, 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 who might want to send us a bottle here at the Pirate Rum.
Aye.
Well,
So,
what would you say? How many cannon blasts would you give this here rum?
well, I can't give it quite as much as, say, the Diplomatico, but it would be pretty close. Maybe 3.75, maybe only 3.5, but it'd be along that range. It's not quite as flavorful. It is smooth.
True. What do you say, Captain Turner?
I say it'd be not nearly as sweet as the Diplomatico.
No. The salty is kind of good.
I believe that it's more complex and interesting flavors.
I do.
So I would say those balance each other out about 4 cannon.
Well, I would say that too. Now, I would give it 4 cannon blasts because of its history. I would give it 3.5 regular just for flavors. It's got a great flavor behind it. It's a good sipping rum. But I'd give it the extra half a cannon blast, if there could be such a thing, because of its history. Because I love a good story. We all love a good story here at the Pirate Round, and that's a pretty damn good story, I got to say.
That's a very good one. Lots of good history there.
Yeah, that's a ton. And there you have it, folks. Spanish Marie, Bad Bitch Rum from Key West. We're very grateful for Captain Turner to bring this up with him, and it's an excellent rum. I would say this is more of a sipping rum, wouldn't you say? You sit around planning your next plunder and break it open there and talk about the stories and the history and spread it out with your friends and have a few sips. You definitely wouldn't want to be mixing it with anything because there's no point. It's got a good flavor all its own.
I think Spanish Marie would probably come back as a ghost and kill you if you did mix it with it.
And probably, kill you. Well, she'd do more than that.
She'd give
in case you
Have a crazy landlubber, send him down to the depths below.
Down to Davy Jones.
Concrete. Oh my, that's a good one. Well, this was a rather short episode, but we're talking about rum tasting. And we're very important part of the Pirate Round is how we talk about rum and rum tasting and the history behind the rums. And so we're all history lovers here. And so we say to you folks, don't be ignorant of your history. Learn about it, read about it, and take it upon yourself. Crack a book once in a while. And so I say to you now, at the end of our show here, your har from the Pirate Round. And don't let anyone grind you under their boot heel. Don't let anyone make you afraid. Be a pirate and you don't take shite from no one. And from us here, always be yourself.
Always be yourself. Don't let anyone kick you around. Always be a pirate.
That's right. Always be honest with yourself. And that's what we say here at the Pirate Round. Yar har, smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing. Your har.